found his boots by the canyon flame. Blood on the rocks where nobody came. 3 black vultures on a crooked cross, watching dust count what he lost. A burned up coat in the sinner's chain, a dead man's oath running through his veins. No one asked what hell he crossed, but every liar knew the cost. They said he died where the red sand sleeps, but the ground shook hard from underneath, and the Badlands cried, some men rise when the wicked lie. He came back through Badlands fire with thunder in his eyes. He walked out of the devil's choir, too mean to ever die. No grave could wash him clean, no rope could drag him low. He was baptized in the ashes where bad men never go. He rode into town when the moon burned white, dragging smoke through the lantern light. The sheriff reached, then lost his nerve when those old boots hit the curve. He said, I came for the debt you made, now pay me back with truth and blade. The saloon doors cracked, the horses cried, the church bell broke on the sinner's side, and far below where the black flames roar, the devil turned and locked his door. He came back through Badlands fire with thunder in his eyes. He walked out of the devil's choir, too mean to ever die. No grave could wash him clean, no rope could drag him low. He was baptized in the ashes where bad men never go. I heard the dry bones calling, I saw the red sand bleed. They said the fire owned me. I said, then let it feed. I was burned, I was buried, I was left in the dust, but a soul made of iron don't turn into rust. With thunder in his eyes, he walked out of the devil's choir, too mean to ever die. No grave could wash him clean, no rope could drag him low. He was baptized in the ashes where bad men never go. When the Badlands start burning and the cold wind starts to blow, you can hear those old boots coming where bad men never go. his hat by the mission gate. Blood on the dust where the good men wait. 3 pale candles in the dry wind bent. Sundown knew where the saint man went. He had a rope scar under his chin, a black old coat and a mouthful of sin. No one asked why the chapel shook, but every coward closed his book. They said he prayed when the bullets came, with one last breath and a holy name. But the red sky cried, some saints arise. When the liars reigned, sundown buried the saint, but the grave gave back his fire. He came walking through the dust like a black church choir. No prayer could chain him, no law could make him stay. He was the last red warning at the end of Judgment Day. Struck none with a torn up coat and a smoking gun. The sheriff froze by the courthouse light when his shadow swallowed half the night. He said, I came for the men who lied. Now open the door and step outside. The windows cracked, the choir ran. The banker dropped his bloody hand. And down below where sinners pray, the devil turned his eyes away. Sundown buried the saint, but the grave gave back his fire. He came walking through the dust like a black church choir. No prayer could chain him, no law could make him stay. He was the last red warning at the end of Judgment Day. I heard the chapel breaking. I felt the red sun burn. They said the saint was finished. I said, watch him return. I was buried, I was cast into flame, but a soul born in thunder comes back with no shame. Sundown buried the saint. Sundown buried the saint. Sundown buried the saint. Sundown buried the saint, but the grave gave back his fire. He came walking through the dust like a black church choir. No prayer could chain him, no law could make him stay. He was the last red warning at the end of Judgment Day. When the red sun dies in silence and the chapel lights turn gray, you can hear that saint man walking at the end of Judgment Day. found his gloves by the chapel rail. Boot marks crossing the preacher's trail. 3 dead candles on the altar stone. Smoke kept rising where he stood alone. He had a black coat torn by flame, a silver cross with a burned out name. No one asked what debt he paid, but the whole room froze when his shadow swayed. They said he fell by the county line with a mouth full of dust and a broken spine. But the ground rolled hard and the church bell cried, some men don't sleep where they're left to die. He was the grave smoke rising with fire in his eyes. He walked through the dark with a guilty hide. No chain could bind him, no prayer could turn him near. He was the last flame burning, the man the devil feared. He came through town when the moon went black with 100 sins riding on his back. The cardman stopped and the piano died when he dragged his boots through the swinging light. He said, I ain't here for mercy's hand, I came for the liar who stole my land. You left me bleeding by the river bend, now hear that debt come home again. The saloon doors cracked, the lantern shook, the sheriff dropped his holy book. And somewhere low where the dead men sleep, the devil learned how smoke can creep. He was a grave smoke rising with fire in his eyes. He walked through the dark where the guilty hide. No chain could bind him, no prayer could turn him near. He was the last flame burning, the man the devil feared. I saw the dirt open wide, I heard the low bell moan. The devil said, you're mine tonight. I said, then come and claim these bones. I was cut, I was carried, I was thrown to the flame. But a soul made of thunder, don't die in shame. And the saloon lights disappear, you can see that grave smoke rising from the man the devil feared. floor in the dead man's bloom. Two black lanterns by the pine box side, cold wind whispering, the Undertaker Lied. He had a grave nail tucked in his hand, a black coat torn by the desert sand. No one asked what debt was due, but every candle burned dark blue. They said he slept where the sinners sleep, 6 feet down and buried deep. But the pine boards cried, some men rise when the righteous lie. The Undertaker lied. That dead man never stayed. He came back through the thunder with fire on his blade. No grave could keep him quiet, no devil took his pride. He was the black road walking when the Undertaker lied. He rode into town when the lamps went still, with a storm behind him on the hill. The banker hid, the marshal prayed, when those old boots crossed the shade. He said, I came for the truth you sold, now pay that debt before you're cold. The church doors cracked, the horses cried, the whole town shook from the inside. And far below where the black flames roar, the devil locked his cellar door. The Undertaker lied. That dead man never stayed. He came back through the thunder with fire on his blade. No grave could keep him quiet, no devil took his pride. He was the black road walking when the Undertaker lied. I heard the shovel falling, I felt the pine box shake. They said the dirt had won. I said, then let it break. I was buried, I was counted, I was left in the night. But a soul born for vengeance comes back into life. Undertaker lied. That dead man never stayed. He came back through the thunder with fire on his blade. No grave could keep him quiet, no devil took his pride. He was the black road walking when the Undertaker lied. When the coffin bell starts ringing and the cold moon opens wide, you can hear that dead man walking when the Undertaker lied. They found his knife by the mission wall. Blood on the steps where the saints look small. Two black horses by the iron gate. like they knew his fate. He had a long scar under one dead eye, a cracked dough badge and a mouth gone dry. No one asked what a road he rode, but the mercy bell broke when a shadow showed. They said he drowned where the Black Creek turns, with a sinner's mark and a coat that burned. But the mud rose high and the night wind cried, some men come back when the truth gets lied. There was blood on the mercy bell and fire on the chapel floor. He walked straight out of hell, kicking down death's door. No grave could quiet him, no law could make him kneel. He was the last dark warning, with blood on the mercy bell. He rode into town when the candles bent, with the debt unpaid and a heart hell sent. The banker hid and the judge turned pale when those old boots crossed the county jail. He said, I ain't here for bread or wine, I came for the man who traded mine. You sold my name for a gambler's breath, now watch that lie come dressed as death. The church doors moaned, the windows cracked. The Undertaker took 3 steps back, and down below where the lost souls yell, the devil heard that mercy bell. There was blood on the mercy bell and fire on the chapel floor. He walked straight out of hell, kicking down death's door. No grave could quiet him, no law could make him kneel. He was the last dark warning, with blood on the mercy bell. I heard the angels whisper, I heard the devil laugh. I saw my name in burning dust, then I tore that page in half. I was chained, I was broken, I was left where I fell. But a man built from ruin can walk back out of hell. Smoke in the pulpit, the curse in the rain, the last black rider with judgment in his veins. No grave could quiet him, no law could make him kneel. He was the last dark warning, with blood on the mercy bell. When the church bell starts bleeding and the cold night starts to swell, you can hear those old boots coming, with blood on the mercy bell. found his coat by the graveyard fence. Blood in the dirt where the law made sense. 3 black stones by a nameless cross. Cold wind counting what the town had lost. He had iron eyes and a sinner's jaw, a cracked old badge from a crooked law. No one asked what grave he fled, but every guilty mouth went dead. They said he slept where the dry bones lie, with a curse nailed shut on the western sky. But the grave dirt cried, some men rise when the cowards lie. He came back, made a graveyard iron, fire in his hands, thunder in his chest. He walked through hell with the dead behind him, and the devil knew he wasn't like the rest. No bell could bury him, no rope could drag him low. He was the black storm coming, where the guilty had to go. He rode into town with the moon gone thin, dust on his boots and revenge on his skin. The mayor hid and the preacher stared when that old black shadow filled the square. He said, I came for the names you sold, now pay that debt before you're cold. The lanterns cracked, the horses cried, the courthouse shook from the inside. And far below where the lost souls burned, the devil knew he had returned. He came back, made a graveyard iron, fire in his hands, thunder in his chest. He walked through hell with the dead behind him, and the devil knew he wasn't like the rest. No bell could bury him, no rope could drag him low. He was the black storm coming, where the guilty had to go. I heard the coffin breathing, I felt the cold dirt shake. They said my road was over. I said not till they break. I was buried, I was blackened, I was left to the stone. But a man built from iron comes walking home. Chest. He walked through hell with the dead behind him, and the devil knew he wasn't like the rest. No bell could bury him, no rope could drag him low. He was the black storm coming, where the guilty had to go. When the guilty had to go. When the graveyard wind starts howling and the church lights burn low, you can hear that iron walking, where the guilty had to go. found his coat by the widow's gate. Boot marks burning through the dust and hate. 3 black roses on a preacher's stone. Wind kept singing, he walks alone. And a gambler's grin, a blood-red dead riding under his skin. No one asked what hell he knew, but every candle burned cold blue. They said he fell where the ravens cried, with a widow's curse and a bullet inside, but the grave dirt cried. Some men rise when the guilty lie. He came back with Widowmaker Gospel, fire in his mouth, dust in his veins. He walked through hell like a black coat angel, dragging thunder on a chain. No grave could hold him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last dark sermon the guilty had to feel. When the lamps turned red, with 100 ghosts behind his head. The banker prayed, the sheriff froze when that old black shadow rose. He said, I came for the names you sold. Now pay that debt in blood and gold. The church door shook, the horses cried, the saloon lights died from the inside. And far below where the lost souls yell, the devil heard that gospel bell. He came back with Widowmaker Gospel, fire in his mouth, dust in his veins. He walked through hell like a black coat angel, dragging thunder on a chain. No grave could hold him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last dark sermon the guilty had to feel. I heard the widow praying, I saw the black dust rise. They said my name was finished. I said, not while liars breathe. I was cursed, I was buried, I was left in the rain, but a soul made of thunder comes back with a flame. Fire in his mouth, dust in his veins. He walked through hell like a black coat angel, dragging thunder on a chain. No grave could hold him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last dark sermon the guilty had to feel. When the widow's bell starts ringing and the night turns cold as steel, you can hear that gospel walking the guilty had to feel. They found his warrant by the courthouse door, blood on the seal and boots on the floor. 2 black candles in a window frame, moonlight burning like a guilty name. He had a knife-cut coat and a preacher's scar, a broken badge in a whiskey jar. No one asked what law he knew, but every judge turned cold and blue. They said he swung when the moon turned red, with a hangman's rope above his head. But the gallows cried, some men rise when the law is lied. He rolled back on a blood moon warrant, fire in his hands, death in his coat. He crossed that line where angels turn and burn the lies they wrote. No judge could stop him, no grave could take him home. He was the last dark sentence written on their soul. He came through town when the bell struck 9, with a red-eyed moon and a smoking gun. The banker hid, the marshal prayed, when his shadow crossed the blade. He said, I came for the truth you sold, now pay that debt in blood and gold. Windows cracked, the candles died, the church doors locked from the inside. And far below where the black fires rolled, the devil heard that warrant toll. He rolled back on a blood moon warrant, fire in his hands, death in his coat. He crossed that line where angels turn and burn the lies they wrote. No judge could stop him, no grave could take him home. He was the last dark sinner written on their soul. I heard the gavel breaking, I saw the rope burn red. They said the law had buried me, I said, then wake the dead. I was judged, I was haunted, I was left in the cold. But a vow made in fire don't rust and don't fold. Back on a blood moon warrant, fire in his hands, death in his coat. He crossed that line where angels turn and burn the lies they wrote. No judge could stop him, no grave could take him home. He was the last dark sinner written on their soul. When the courthouse starts shaking and the red moon turns cold, you can hear that warrant coming, written on their soul. Written on their soul. found his rope by the hanging tree. Dust still moving where he used to be. Two black hats by the courthouse stone. One cold shadow walking home. A Bible page in a whiskey jar. No one asked why the dead bell rang, but the whole town froze when the iron sang. They said he swung when the moon went red, with the crooked law above his head. But the rope snapped hard and the night wind cried, some men don't die when the judges lie. The gallows let him go with fire in his eyes. He came back through the dust where the guilty hide. No road could claim him, no devil took his soul. He was the last bell ringing when the gallows let him go. He rode through town with the dark pulled tight, dragging smoke through the lantern light. The judge looked down and lost his breath when that old dead man smiled at death. He said, I came for the truth you sold, now pay me back in blood and gold. The windows cracked, the choir ran, the marshal dropped his shaking hand, and far below where the lost souls yelled, the devil heard that gallows bell. The gallows let him go with fire in his eyes. He came back through the dust where the guilty hide. No road could claim him, no devil took his soul. He was the last bell ringing when the gallows let him go. I felt the rope go tighter. I heard the preacher pray. They said the law had won. I said, not today. I was judged, I was buried, I was left in the cold, but a soul made of iron can't be bought or sold. Dust where the guilty hide. No rope could claim him, no devil took his soul. He was the last bell ringing when the gallows let him go. When the hanging tree starts shaking and the church lights burn low, you can hear those old boots walking when the gallows let him go. Found his coat by the coal black track. sparks turning where none came back. Two black trains on a dead-end line, whistling smoke like a warning sign. He had a cracked old badge and a sinner's grin, a Bible burned where the names begin. No one asked what grave he crossed, but every liar knew what they lost. They said he died where the coal dust sleeps, with iron nails and secrets deep. But the black earth cried, some men return when the wicked hide. He was the coal dust prophet, with fire in his breath. He walked out of the darkness with one hand raised for death. No grave could quiet him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last bad omen, the guilty had to feel. Shook with a dead man's coin and a bloodstained book. The mayor ran and the judge went pale when those old boots crossed the jail. He said, I came for the truth you sold. Now pay that debt in dust and gold. The lanterns cracked, the horses cried, the church doors locked from the inside. And far below where the lost men shout, the devil felt that coal smoke rise out. He was the coal dust prophet, with fire in his breath. He walked out of the darkness with one hand raised for death. No grave could quiet him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last bad omen, the guilty had to feel. I heard the black train calling, I watched the iron glow. They said my soul was buried. I said, then dig below. I was burned, I was broken, I was left in the clay. But a man made of thunder don't fade away. He was the coal dust prophet, with fire in his breath. He walked out of the darkness with one hand raised for death. No grave could quiet him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last bad omen, the guilty had to feel. When the black train starts crying and the cold rails start to squeal, you can hear that prophet coming, the guilty had to feel. found his name on a splintered stone, 6 feet deep where the weeds had grown. 3 black clouds over county land, thunder rolling from a dead man's hand. A torn black coat and a rusted chain, a bullet scar and a mouthful of rain. No one asked why the ground had split, but every sinner took one step from it. They said he died when the coal bell cried, with his boots tied down on the sinner's side. But the grave wind screamed, some men wake when the guilty dream. He came back with 6 feet of thunder, fire in his blood and dirt in his eyes. He tore that grave wide open and walked where the wicked hide. No cross could keep him sleeping, no devil made him low. It was the black storm coming where the guilty had to go. When the lamps burned thin, with a dead man's smile and a storm within. The sheriff froze by the courthouse light when those old boots shook the night. He said, I came for the lies you sold, now pay that debt before you're cold. The saloon doors cracked, the horses cried, the church bell broke on the sinner's side. And far below where the lost souls yell, the devil heard that thunder swell. He came back with 6 feet of thunder, fire in his blood and dirt in his eyes. He tore that grave wide open and walked where the wicked hide. No cross could keep him sleeping, no devil made him low. It was the black storm coming where the guilty had to go. I heard the dirt start breaking, I felt the storm roll near. They said the dead stay silent. I said, then let them hear. I was blackened, I was left with no name, but a soul made of thunder comes back through the flame. He tore that grave wide open and walked where the wicked hide. No cross could keep him sleeping, no devil made him low. He was the black storm coming where the guilty had to go. When the grave road starts shaking and the midnight winds blow, you can hear that thunder walking where the guilty had to go. found his coat by the coffin lid. Nails bent back like the grave forbid. 3 black candles by the Undertaker's door. Smoke rolled out across the floor. He had a cracked jaw and a sinner's chain, a dead man's grin in the freezing rain. No one asked what grave he crossed, but every liar knew what they lost. They said he slept where the cold dirt lies, with silver coins on his tired eyes. But the pine box cried, some men rise when the guilty hide. The coffin wouldn't close, the black dirt wouldn't stay. He came back through the thunder at the break of Judgment Day. No grave could hold him, no devil took his soul. He was the last dark warning when the coffin wouldn't close. He rode into town when the lamps burned low, with a torn black coat and a ghost white glow. The judge stepped back from the courthouse light when those old boots cracked the night. He said, I came for the debt you made, now pay it back before you fade. The saloon door shook, the horses cried, the church bell broke on the sinner's side. And far below where lost souls froze, the devil heard that coffin close. The coffin wouldn't close, the black dirt wouldn't stay. He came back through the thunder at the break of Judgment Day. No grave could hold him, no devil took his soul. He was the last dark warning when the coffin wouldn't close. I heard the pine boards cracking, I felt the cold nails bend. They said my road was over. I said, not at the end. I was left with no name, but a soul made of thunder comes back through the flame. Black dirt wouldn't stay. He came back through the thunder at the break of Judgment Day. No grave could hold him, no devil took his soul. He was the last dark warning when the coffin wouldn't close. When the graveyard starts shaking and the cold night takes its toll, you can hear those boots returning.